My name is Durk Dehner, and people know me mostly tied with Tom of Finland in some capacity, whether it be the head of the foundation or doing Tom of Finland parties or being involved in exhibitions or being a rebel rouser and an instigator. My youth, it was all about adventures and about exploration, and I wanted to face situations where my life would be almost, in jeopardy. I was attracted to boots and leather and manly things. Within the gay culture, there's leather and there's rubber and all of these things that are attractive to us. And I was rolling around in my father's rubber raincoats when I was like 5, because I found that they felt good. I couldn't say they were erotic at that point, but they were sensuous. And so my iconology was, of course, leather guys and bikers, and I wanted to become them. And so I was in the process. That was what was happening with me, is that I became what I actually desired. Yeah. And so that was, as a young kid, you don't always understand all of that, but you know that you're attracted to it. He's a hero, and I don't say that as much for him because he's gone. I say that for us, in that we need heroes. We need people who actually devoted and gave and inspired and empowered us. I didn't grow up with his work. 26 in New York City, exploring who I was, going to leather bars. I saw a little newspaper kind of clipping of his drawing on a bulletin board in a leather bar. It's all it took for me. I saw that and I self-identified in such a strong way that I stole it. I mean, it was just a bulletin board thing, but I took it. I had to have it. I coveted it. And I showed it to another friend of mine who was an artist. And he said, "Oh, that's Tom of Finland." And I said, "I really like it." I mean, there was something so connected. And he said, "Well, I'll give you his address and you can write him a fan letter." And so that simple thing of just writing a fan letter, like anyone, it can unfold itself into one's life. And then the next thing that happened was that he was brought to LA because someone else was actually producing an exhibition of his work at Fayway and also at Eons. These are gay galleries that were done. My part was to play the part of putting him out further and to keep his message out there and to actually do anything that I could to protect him so that he wouldn't have to feel the difficulties of how the world worked, He was my friend, he was my confidant, I was his muse, and I was his sexual pleasure. Society is still struggling. And the thing that we have to do, and this is what Tom was relentless on, he would not take the sexuality out of his drawings. Otherwise, he could have actually advanced much quicker, because he knew that the integration of sexuality in who we are and in the expression of ourselves is fundamental in a healthy society, in a healthy tribe. It's in us, and that I think that we can use it because we're very creative, but we're also so intuitive. Which brings me to art, and that artists, as Tom of Finland and all the other erotic artists that I have actually been supporting and nurturing, they intuitively have this ability to lay down in the visual expressions these icons and these messages that are for us. And when we put that art up on our walls, it's not just about horniness or sexuality. It's about manifesting who we are as a people.